I'm Rob Pierce, hot sauce maker. My quest to travel the world and connect with people through spicy food. First stop, The Hague. Seat of the Dutch government, fishing town, and a cultural melting pot with a fiery underbelly. I meet up first with Mark Bragg, a great friend and fellow hot sauce maker. Mark's invited me to The Hague to explore the city's food culture and collaborate on making a sauce that represents it.
I want to introduce you to a very local dish. This is a kapsalon. It means barbershop. French fries with doner on top. And then with cheese on it. They put it in the oven. You get some lettuce and you get garlic sauce and a spicy sambal sauce.
Oh my God, dude. We've got heat. We've got tons of complexity. The texture, though, man, the texture.
Yes, sir.
Messy and delicious. An instant favorite. Get to The Hague, try Kapsalon.
So I was about 11. It was on my birthday. I was at a Chinese restaurant in my hometown, Cary, North Carolina. And I decided to order the spiciest thing. And it's got those dried red chilies. And I ate one of these peppers and lost it. And it was right after they had gotten everybody to sing happy birthday to me. They do at this restaurant. So the entire staff was laughing at me while they're handing me a glass of milk. They're like, ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, oh. And that did, in fact, hook me. It was the thrill of this thing that I survived.
For Dutch people, ketchup is spicy. But we grew up with potatoes and vegetables and boiled meat. We know spicy food basically from the Indonesian and the Suriname kitchens. There's a lot of entangled history with Indonesia and with Suriname.
I think it's just inescapably human to trend towards spicy food. I mean, exchange of cultures around the world. Food is one of the first things, if not the first thing that's exchanged. Well, let's collaborate, man. Let's make a sauce together. You start with the chilies, with the peppers themselves. So go to the pepper farm, meet the people, and see what's up. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. All right. even the handshake was good. This is a good sign.
This is one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Nice.
Bram is the director of operations here, and also taller than me.
Oh, man.
Rare.
You know, there's nothing like this. Right off of the plant.
After confirming our plans to make a hot sauce together, Mark sent me to Westland Peppers to find the best chilies.
So every single plant has to be cared for by hand.
Yeah.
Every single plant.
Yeah, we have here around 8.5 acres of chilies and 25 species. All year round, not only here, also Israel and Spain, so that's quite astonishing, of course.
I see bees, I see spiders, I hear dogs and stuff. You're welcoming nature in.
If we have no bumblebees, we need 1,000 people to pollinate the plants, of course. So yeah, it's a natural thing for us. We have to work with nature together to get the best product. So it's logical to do that.
They grow a massive amount of chilies here. If it's spicy and in Europe, this is where it came from.
Europe depends on us for the chilies, so that's why we're also growing them. And we love them really much. A couple of years ago, we started Achi Amarillo.
Achi Amarillo?
Achi is Amarillo, yeah. You have to really do the Achi, otherwise they're gonna punch you in the face. Now, the flavor is quite cool. It's in the tip, it's like peachy, spicy peachy.
We don't have to eat the whole thing.
No, just the tip of it. And
you heard it here first, just the tip.
They become bright orange.
All right, chili cheers. Let's try it.
Taste already the fruitiness.
The peach, immediately. It's nectarine. It tastes like a nectarine.
You taste better the fruitiness in the green one.
This is incredible. What I love about this, I immediately have ideas of how to incorporate them into cocktails or a new hot sauce. If we had to pick one chili that is The Hague, what's this chili?
I think it's Madame Jeanette.
Madame Jeanette?
I think Madame Jeanette. Yeah, really. In The Hague is a mixture of cultures. You have a lot of Arabic people from South America. They all like the Madame Jeanette a lot. We see it a lot here.
Oh my God. It's like a citrus explosion. My brain is a Scoville meter, I'd say it's probably around 200, 250, 300,000. It's habanero hot. Yeah. I think we're gonna leave it at that.
Where I'm from is North Carolina. Most people in the world of chilies, they know about the Carolina Reaper, first created by Ed Curry from South Carolina.
but you grow them also.
Yeah, we grow them also here and doing quite good, you see?
Oh, they're beautiful, and it's kind of like a work of art.
And if I can give you a pro tip,
Yeah, pro tip.
if you just want the experience but not want to die instantly, you just eat the tail.
All right, well, here we go. Not enough?
That's enough.
Wasn't enough? I can taste the flavor. Let me tell you, I just breathed a little bit of it in, which is the wrong thing to do ever. But the heat's rising, and that is plenty, my friends. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Most welcome, man.
Yeah, thanks,
Great.
man. Yeah, it's time to put these flames out.
Bram was kind enough to invite us to lunch, and a few local brewers joined us, notorious for their Belgian triple ale, brewed with Carolina Reapers.
We wanted to see if we could add peppers to a beer. The first time we brewed it, we added like too much pepper in it. So the flames came out of our mouth.
Cheers.
So we brewed it with like 90% less peppers in it.
90% less. That sounds safe. Okay. Cheers. Thank you very much.
The table is the best place to exchange ideas. Delicious, spicy ideas. Bram showed me some of the sauces that he makes, and I brought some of mine along as well. After lunch, I loaded up on peppers for Mark and I to make a sauce. We picked up Madame Jeanette's, Ají Amarillos, and Carolina Reapers. Such a unique place. The mission to make a hot sauce representing The Hague is off to a good start. Now it's time to round out the recipe. The Hague has its own Chinatown where there will be no shortage of flavors. That's my next destination. I'm mainly looking for spices that reflect the colonial history of the Netherlands, and especially The Hague, with its vibrant Surinamese and Indonesian communities. I'll be honest, many of these ingredients I've never worked with before, but one of my favorite parts of making hot sauce is that you can explore whatever flavor combinations you want. The most important thing is to experiment, play around, figure out what works together, and have fun doing it. Whatever your ritual is, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Believe me, I've made all of them, and still find ways to make new ones. Now that I've picked up some spices to add depth to our sauce, it's time to learn by doing. Let's eat!
I'm here specifically looking for spicy food. Korean fried chicken, this is like one of my favorite things ever. How spicy are the wings? Should I get like a prayer or something like that for free or something?
We got the regular spicy and the extra spicy.
Yeah, we're gonna do extra spicy, man. We gotta see what's up.
Let's go, let's go.
And fried ice cream. Heat me up and then cool me off. You know? Thank you so much, man. Woo! All right, let's get into this. Classic sweet and spicy. Oh yeah. This is it. Ooh, heat. It's not overly spicy. It's not taken away from the meal. It's just excellent. Like, this place is rocking. My favorite kind of fire extinguisher, fries with mayo. Amazing. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm enjoying this.
I am a child. Okay, maybe spicy food brings out the kid in all of us. It's a dare, it's a challenge, it's fun.
So how long have you guys been here? Like, is this a new shop for you? Is this a new thing?
We are open for 2 months right now.
Only 2 months?
Only 2 months.
How lucky am I?
But I hope we can make you happy.
You're already making me happy. Like, you exist, my friend. Like, this is good. Oh my God. Yo. Hey, what's up? I would love to order the Jambing, the fatty bing.
The fatty bean?
Yeah, and do you have like an extra spicy sauce, like this very spicy sauce?
Very spicy sauce, add to the jumping?
Yeah, that would be awesome. and I am going to try to make this work with no utensils. Hell yeah. That is a hangover cure in any language. Perfect spice level, not too spicy.
After eating my way across Chinatown, it's time to meet the family behind one of the most cherished Indonesian restaurants in The Hague and experience my first real taste of Javanese food.
You don't start a restaurant to be rich. You start a restaurant because you want to make people happy, and especially you want to see them leave the restaurant happy. We did a whole turbot, so this is between 1 and 1.5 kilograms. We always use the whole one for the specialty dish. We massage it with the spices, then we deep fry it, and then we finish it off by smearing some sambal on it. I'm gonna give you your first bite, but the rest you gotta do yourself.
I
don't want to spoil you too much. We use 3 different sambals in our restaurant, but this one is exclusively for this fish dish. You'll notice that even though it's quite strong and intense, it's never too dominant. A sambal is a hot sauce, but also more than that. There's a whole tradition behind it.
So this is a family tradition for you?
Yeah, so my family is from the Middle Eastern part of Java. In Java, they love sweetness.
Okay.
My parents are 72 right now, so they moved here in the 80s. So his first idea was to go to France, and then he said, like, I cannot eat baguette the whole day. And then he heard from an Indonesian friend that in Den Haag there was actually an Indonesian community, and he could order all the typical Indonesian food like soto and satay and fried rice, and he was like, oh my God, I have to go there. My parents started this restaurant 30 years ago, and before that we had a restaurant in total of 40 years. Oh yeah. This is actually my mom interrupting our conversation. This is actually one of the small limes that we use to give the sambal, the hot sauce, extra flavor.
Oh my God.
But it's the lime.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah. I love your mother already because I lost my mom 8 years ago after I lost...
If you don't want to talk about it,
no, it's fine, but it's just, it's so lovely, man, to see your family doing this. And it's...
Appreciate it.
Man, I apologize.
Don't worry about it. Hey, if it needs to flow, it needs to flow.
Yeah.
It's part of life.
My mother would be right here doing like, what are you? No, get in the best of this. What about this here? And that's just...
That's what moms do.
That's what moms
do.
We're talking too much. We should be eating more. That's my problem right
now. Enjoy.
Moms.
Good to have you here.
Food often reminds us of our blessings. Still buzzing from meeting Franz and his family, I'm eager to delve deeper into the local food culture. Here I am, basking in the morning sun at the Old Harbor, an historic spot with a tricky name.
Scheveningen.
Scheveningen.
That's very good, man.
Okay, oh, whoa, I just got approval.
Nick's a chef with a massive following and a Scheveningen local. I grew up fishing and cleaning fish, so I felt at home here and thought we'd probably have something in common.
When you grow up in The Hague, Scheveningen is nearby, so you grow up with the water.
Yeah.
And my father had a fish store. When I was a little boy, I used to go with him to the visafslag, where you can buy your fresh fish, at 6 a.m. in the morning. And then I got a meatball sandwich and a chocolate milk every time I went with my dad. So that's where this comes from. I used to work in a store and I cleaned herring. I know people that eat about, 10 herrings at a time because they're nice and fat and the taste is good. But I can't stand herring. I don't like it. I don't like to clean it. I have a little bit of a hump because I look down when I clean the herring. If I see another fisherman cleaning herring, just at another store, I get these Vietnam vibes.
PTSD.
So, all the herring and the guts and stuff like that.
You make your own hot sauce?
Yeah, man.
How does that even happen?
I actually started out cooking with my mother. I just saw her busy in the kitchen, putting stuff in pans, stuff like that. I'm like, all right. And now I make videos on YouTube. And I actually came in contact with the guys from Heat Supply, a big company in Europe that sell hot sauces. They asked me to make dishes with different kind of hot sauces, with cumin, smoked pepper, Korean pepper flakes, very hot peppers like Carolina Reaper, stuff like that. People are very scared of hot sauces because they only think that it adds heat, but it's much more than that. And I think that there are a lot of people discovering hot sauces, so I'm very excited about the whole hot sauce scene coming up. Everybody deserves a good hot sauce.
Was there a time when you realized you ate something that was way too spicy?
Fried chicken. I marinated my chicken in Madame Jeanette. Then I started frying it and I put a little bit of dust on it, Carolina Reaper powder with some sugar and garlic and stuff like that. And I was like, well, this is not bad. But then 10 minutes after, oh man, I lost my mind.
Oh man.
I lost my mind. I had buttermilk, milk, sugar, bread, stuff that nothing worked. But then you have something called the Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
You know, Johnny Cash wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
And when I got to the toilet, there was like liquid magma coming out of my ass. And after that, the burn really started. And then I was just almost crying. I was butt naked on the couch like this. Yeah.
This is great, man.
We decide it's time to introduce me to some local specialties, including herring fermented in its own stomach acid, covered in raw onion. All very interesting, delicious, but the real surprise came at the end.
We have my hot sauce and we have the soft serve ice cream, man.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Let's cheers it up, man. Easily. Check out the finish, though. The finished what?
A little bit of saltiness or something
Yo!
like that.
Hold up.
All right.
Hold up.
Next
We gotta try that again.
level. This is next level.
We gotta try that again. I'm telling you, there's something there.
This is
I'm not wrong. I'm not crazy.
I don't know what's happening in my mouth, man.
I don't either.
It's been a long time since I've been surprised by food. This is it, man. This is it. This is amazing.
This fucking works.
This is amazing, man. Jongens.
Okay.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm done. Mic drop.
Yeah, man. This is amazing. This is really amazing.
I knew it.
Yeah.
After making dessert magic with Nick, it's time to fully immerse myself in the spicy food scene at Pika Fest, a local hot sauce festival. But first, meet my new favorite angry chef.
The thing is, Dutch people eat low on taste. I'm a chef, I'm a cook. They can't even boil an egg themselves, man. You can sell them a shit sandwich, they buy it. I'm not joking, man.
With the good sauce, though,
With
right?
a good sauce, exactly, man. It's all about sauce.
Oh, and the guy in the Mexican wrestling mask? That's El Jefe, the godfather of Dutch hot sauce.
I was in advertising for 20 years, about 10 years too long. When I started buying chilies and making hot sauce, and as an advertising guy, I was like, man, I should turn this into a product, and I should like quit my fucking ad job and become a hot sauce guy. This is a Madame Jeanette-based sauce. Okay. It's quite common in Holland, because Suriname used to be a Dutch colony.
That's awesome.
That's a good sauce. And it's not about too much heat, you know? It's about flavor.
Me and my husband are absolutely massive hot sauce fans. We actually served this hot sauce at our wedding. Some people were going around like this with their eyes watering a little bit. So
what I see is that a lot of people are starting to get curious and want to eat spicy food instead of be afraid of it. And there's a lot of talented people around.
It's really a scene that joins forces. Everybody is happy to help each other. The community keeps on growing and growing. And I think it has something to do with all the people traveling around the world, coming back to where they live and looking for flavors.
I moved to Texas at some point, and every restaurant had like that free salsa, and they made their own chips. And while you're waiting for your burrito or your chimichanga or whatever, we'd be eating the hot sauce. And that was like my first like, oh man, this is amazing. Hot sauce everywhere all the time.
Let's get a smell. Ooh, yeah. You know, there's a way to smell things, and then there's a way to asphyxiate yourself with chili gas.
Time to get to work. I visit Mark at his hot sauce laboratory, The New Farm, a beautiful hub for innovative entrepreneurs that he shares with a beer brewer, mead maker, coffee roaster, and a chocolate factory. Mark and I are in our element, and we've been looking forward to this.
It's pretty amazing that we're here in The Hague, but we can get Peruvian Aji Amarillo peppers, we can get Carolina Reapers, we can get Madame Jeanette, all those amazing chilies, right from our back garden.
For our process today, we began by cutting the chilies safely, using the protective gloves. When we cut up the Reapers, we definitely had our protective eyewear on.
Let's talk shop. If you're working with fruits, you can deepen the flavor profile by caramelizing the sugars. Grilling them also adds a rich, smoky touch.
We found some beechwood, this amazing looking charcoal, and we used that to flavor the peaches and the garlic that we grilled with that smoke. It's excellent.
We chose the peaches because the Aji Amarillo has a peach flavor and we wanted to reinforce that. So it's going to be super fruity and very, very spicy.
The best part of making hot sauce is tasting it. We're looking for the best balance between flavor, complexity, and heat, and we're blending it to perfection.
It's a Louisiana-style hot sauce, which means there's a lot of acidity in there. 2 types of vinegar. Measuring the pH, very important, has to be acidic enough so it will keep for a long time. You're only using a little bit every time you eat it. So we're sterilizing it, and then it goes straight into the bottle.
For those keen on achieving a consistent texture in their sauce and preventing any separation, xanthan gum is a secret weapon. This thickener and stabilizer, commonly used in the food industry, ensures that every drop from the bottle is consistent. I can't wait to share what Mark and I created with all of you.
I fell in love with the new chili from The Hague, Madame Jeanette. I'm getting tattooed here. I'm getting it on my body permanently. So, do you like spicy food?
Yes, I do.
Do you? That's perfect.
My mom was always cooking Indonesian food, so when I was a little kid, I already eat spicy food.
Yeah. I had never had Madame Jeanette before I came to The Hague. It's like biting into sunshine in the tropics. It's like unbelievable. It's perfect. When you get tattooed, it's just an acceptance that you're gonna, you experience pain, but it's just there. When it comes to eating, really spicy food, I think it's a similar response. You have that adrenaline that kicks in, and your body's kind of fighting against it, and you start to sweat, and it's a similar kind of thing.
I am clearly high on adrenaline.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. But you killed it. Look at the fucking amazing.
That's cool, huh? Yeah. Such a happy guy.
Well, I mean, it's better than being a sad guy. I've been sad for a long fucking time. It's time to not be sad anymore. Yeah.
Now comes the fun part. Vavoom Tiki Room made a spicy cocktail for us.
It's called Big Slap. Gonna slap in the face
I love it.
after you drink it. I use the jalapeno, the red one, and fresh basil. Then you have a black pepper and a spicy salt. And it's really spicy.
Okay.
Then you muddle all that. You add pineapple juice and orange juice. And then you got the lemon juice to complete it and make it super tiki. You got the really good Jamaican white rum.
There are layers upon layers of flavor.
The spicy salt make that layers.
Yeah.
That's a little trick that I put for the layers.
You're world class.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. You gonna eat it? Wham! Nice.
Vavoom Tiki Room is full of legends, and I can't thank them enough. Go out of your way to get here. This place is on fire.
I just wanted to get you guys together for these lovely spicy cocktails that you've prepared for us. So just briefly, to you all. Cheers. 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 I've just had one of the greatest experiences of my life here in The Hague. The people, the places, the culture, amazing. Now, it's time to start the next quest.